athletes, welcome to Hyrox. This is the official technical briefing for your upcoming race. Take a few minutes to go through this video. It'll help you understand the rules, know what to expect, and most importantly, make sure you don't get penalized or disqualified. Let's get you ready. Before you step into the start zone, make sure your race number is clearly written on your forearm. Your timing chip goes on your ankle and stays there the entire race. Also important, you need to start in the wave assigned to you. Jumping into a different wave? That means disqualification. No exceptions at all. Now, here's how the race flows. 1 run, 1 workout station. Repeat that 8 times in total. You will run laps around the rock zone. That's where all 8 workouts take place, right in the center of the venue. The run course has 2 lanes. We suggest that if you're running faster than 4 minutes per kilometer, stay in the fast lane. If not, use the regular lane. The Hyrox crew might guide you on where to run. Always follow their lead. There'll be screens along the course to help track your laps. But here's the deal, you are the one responsible for counting. Don't rely only on the screen. You must complete the workout stations in the correct order, from 1 through 8. If you get the order wrong, that's a 3-minute penalty the first time. Do it again, and you're disqualified. You're also not allowed to accept drinks or nutrition from anyone outside the official aid stations. This season, we've made a key update. Most penalties are now time-based. That means no more extra distance, but time will be added to your final result. Spitting or clearing your nose onto the floor? That's a 2-minute penalty. Do it again and you might be disqualified. Keep in mind that blocking other competitors, breaking general rules, or receiving outside assistance during the race may result in penalties or even disqualification. Good sportsmanship matters. If you ever need to double-check something, the official Hyrox rulebook is always available at hyrox.com/rulebook. If anything changes, the written rulebook is what counts. Let's begin. Your first station is the SkiErg, 1,000 meters. Before you begin, a judge will reset the monitor for you. You can adjust the damper setting as much as you like during the workout. That's completely up to you. Now, here's what you need to focus on. Both feet must stay on the platform throughout the entire movement. You can lift your heels, that's fine, but they can't touch the floor outside the SkiErg base. When you finish the 1,000 meters, raise your arm to signal the judge. Wait until they confirm before stepping off. If you step off too early, or your feet leave the platform mid-workout, you'll get a time penalty. So stay focused, stay steady, and don't waste seconds on avoidable mistakes. Once you're done, you move on to your next run. Station 2, 50 meters of sled push. Before you begin, a judge will assign you a sled lane. Stick to that lane. Switching is not allowed and will cost you a penalty. You will push the sled 4 times, back and forth over a 12.5 meter lane. That adds up to 50 meters. To count, the sled has to fully cross the line at the end of each lane before you turn around. No shortcuts. Both you and the sled must stay inside your assigned lane at all times. If you push into another lane or cut a rep short, you will get a time penalty. Miss a full lane? That's 3 minutes added per lane. Here are the weights you'll be dealing with, including the sled itself. Hyrox Women, 102 kilograms. Hyrox Women Pro, 152 kilograms. Hyrox Men, 152 kilograms. Hyrox Men Pro, 202 kilograms. Station 3, sled pull. Another 50 meters. This time, you're pulling. Just like with the sled push, you'll complete 4 lengths of 12.5 meters. A judge will assign your sled lane, and again, you must stay in that lane the entire time. Here's what matters most. You must remain standing at all times. No sitting, no kneeling. And this season, there's a stricter rule. You are not allowed to step on the solid front or back line of your racer box while pulling the rope. Not even a toe. If you do, you will get a time penalty. The sled has 2 ropes. Pull it towards you, then run to the other end, and pull it back. Repeat until you've done 4 full lengths. Make sure the sled fully crosses the line each time before turning. Keep your rope inside your lane. It can trail out the back, but it must not cross into another lane. If you miss a full length, you'll be hit with a 3-minute penalty. Here are the weights, including the sled. Hyrox Women, 78 kilograms. Hyrox Women Pro, 103 kilograms. Hyrox Men, 103 kilograms. Hyrox Men Pro, 153 kilograms. Station 4, 80 meters of burpee broad jumps. You will begin each jump with a full burpee. That means your hands start behind the line, close to your feet. Once they're down, you cannot move them forward. Chest touches the ground every time. When you jump forward, both feet must take off and land at the same time. No stepping, no shuffling, no staggered positions. Clean takeoff, clean landing. As you rise from the burpee, your feet cannot move past your fingertips. That's called overstepping, and it's not allowed. Each jump ends when your feet land, and the next burpee begins. At the end of every segment, you'll jump over a white line. Both feet must clearly cross that line. If one lands on it, you've got to complete another rep. You don't need to stay in one lane the whole time, but always respect others around you. Stay calm, stay steady. If you miss the movement standard, time penalties will apply, and they add up quickly. Stay consistent. Station 5, rowing, 1,000 meters. Before you begin, a judge will reset your rower's monitor. You're allowed to adjust the damper setting and foot straps however you like. Make it work for you. To start, your feet must be on the foot plates and your backside on the seat before you grab the handle. Keep your feet there the whole time. Lifting them or adjusting mid-row can get you penalized. Once you hit 1,000 meters, raise your hand to signal the judge. Wait for their confirmation before you stand up and leave the station. Stepping off too early or not completing the distance properly, that'll earn you time penalties or disqualification, depending on how serious it is. So stay locked in. Finish strong. Get that confirmation, then move on. Station 6, farmer's carry. 200 meters of grip, posture, and control. Pick up your assigned kettlebells from the marked area. The carry starts when you lift them and ends when you return them to the same spot. You can stop and rest along the way. That's allowed. But here's the rule. The kettlebells must not move forward when you place them down. No dragging, sliding, or shifting. Here are the weights. Hyrox Women, 2 kettlebells of 16 kilograms. Hyrox Women Pro, 2 kettlebells of 24 kilograms. Hyrox Men, 2 kettlebells of 24 kilograms. Hyrox Men Pro, 2 kettlebells of 32 kilograms. Keep both arms extended by your sides the entire time. Once you've covered the full distance, place the kettlebells back in the box, with both handles upright. Station 7, Sandbag Lunges. 100 meters of walking lunges. Pick up your assigned sandbag from the marked area. You must lift it yourself, no help, and place it evenly across both shoulders. Start tall, with both feet behind the line. With each lunge, your back knee must clearly touch the ground. At the top of the movement, your hips and knees must be fully extended, standing tall before you take the next step. Alternating lunges are required. No steps in between. At the end of each lane or segment, your front foot must fully cross the marked line. Then restart from behind the line, lunging forward properly into the next segment. You're not allowed to drop it or put it down at any point during the workout, including in the turning areas. Dropping or putting down the sandbag will lead to a time penalty. A second drop will lead to a disqualification. Here are the weights for your sandbag lunges. Hyrox Women, 10 kilos. Hyrox Women Pro, 20 kilos. Hyrox Men, 20 kilos. Hyrox Men Pro, 30 kilos. Once you reach the finish line, your lead foot must fully cross before you stop. Then, return the sandbag to the marked area. This station demands mental toughness. Stay disciplined and keep your form clean all the way through. Station 8, wall balls. Your last station before the finish line. The goal is simple. Complete 100 wall ball repetitions. Start by picking up your ball from the ground. Stand tall first with your body fully upright while holding the ball in both hands before you start with the squat. Each rep involves a full squat. Your hips must go lower than your knees at the bottom. Then, as you stand, throw the ball up to clearly strike your designated target on the rig. Women and Women Pro hit the lower target, 2.7 meters. Men and Men Pro hit the upper target, 3 meters. Every successful hit counts as 1 rep. You can catch the ball directly or let it drop, but if it hits the ground, you must stand tall again before starting your next squat. If your squat isn't low enough or the ball misses the target, the repetition doesn't count. At this station only, you are allowed to remove your shoes, but here's the rule: you must carry them with you across the finish line. You can't leave them behind. Your judge will confirm when you reach 100 valid repetitions. Wait for this confirmation before heading to the finish line. Here are the wall ball weights. Hyrox Women, 4 kilograms. Hyrox Women Pro, 6 kilograms. Hyrox Men, 6 kilograms. Hyrox Men Pro, 9 kilograms. Control your breathing, pace yourself, and give it everything you've got left. After this, the finish line awaits. Congratulations, you've made it. As you cross the finish line, don't forget these important steps. First, return your timing chip. Our team will collect it right after your finish. Then, make sure you get your official finisher photo taken by Sportograph. This memory deserves to be captured. You can check your rankings and official race results at Hyrox.com. Already thinking about your next challenge? Stay sharp and keep progressing at a Hyrox training club. Find the nearest one at Hyrox.com. Train hard, stay committed, and we'll see you next time in the Rock Zone.
What's the game change? Yeah.